policing the police every single day, and doing what the Charlotte County Sun newspaper and local TV stations won't do every single day.
On Tuesday night, 9:30, you were driving that vehicle down Stringfellow Road. Alright, so go ahead and turn around, put your hands on your back.
I was not driving that truck.
Turn your hands around.
That was Michelle and Trismo.
Turn your hands around. Turn your hands around. Put your hands on your back.
He's trying to say I was driving that fucking truck the other night.
No, sir.
Yeah, it was hard.
Don't pull away from me! Back off!
I can pull the cameras up and see that it was me and Chris, not him.
No, he ain't gonna listen to you. He's gonna put me in fucking jail.
You're kidding me. You're
You know it
fucking
was you.
kidding me. Now
No,
it's
it was not me.
You have got to be fucking kidding me.
Call Scotty right fucking now.
Let's go.
It was not me. I'm telling
If
you.
you keep
Why
pulling
don't
away,
you
you're
look
gonna
at
end up getting tased.
Sir, I can.
That's up to you. You want to get tased or dropped on your face, that's fine.
Will you listen to me,
No,
sir?
back
I will
off.
show you with the cameras. He was
Look at the
not
cameras.
driving. How can you do this? This is so illegal. You fucking motherfucker.
Yep. You want to tase me? Go ahead, because it was not me.
It was you.
No, it was not.
Keep walking.
I have cameras. Hardgrove.
Get Scotty on the phone right goddamn now.
74 left for Mars. Give me traffic.
I've had enough of your bullshit.
7411, do you need 1032 traffic?
Step one.
Make shit up on goddamn time.
Get him on the phone now.
Traffic 1508. Hey, give me 1 second.
You say it was me. How can you say it was me when you didn't stop the goddamn vehicle? Huh?
What's that?
How come you can say it was me when you didn't stop the vehicle?
I know it was you.
No, it was not me.
Hop in.
Let me tell you something. I ain't
Back
no good-
off. Back off.
Listen to me.
She's gonna end up in handcuffs. You don't tell her to back off. She got one more chance to back off.
Just get a hold of Scotty. You need to go look at the cameras.
I don't have to. I pulled up right next to you.
Yeah, you see this driving?
And 25 seconds p.m., Bowyer shook his head, outstretched his arms and took approximately 4 steps backwards away from Hardgrove while facing him. 6:10 and 28 seconds p.m., Hardgrove drew his taser from its holster and held it by his side in his right hand. 6:10 and 32 seconds p.m., Hardgrove took Bowyer's left wrist with his left hand. Bowyer turned around with his left hand behind his back. Hardgrove, still holding Bowyer's left wrist with his left hand, reholstered his taser with his right hand and reached toward Bowyer's right wrist. Bowyer appeared to jerk before Hardgrove made contact and turned toward his left, looking at Hardgrove over his left shoulder. Hardgrove, who still held Bowyer's left wrist in his left hand, grabbed the back of Bowyer's shirt between his shoulder blades and guided him forward toward the building. 6:10 and 41 seconds p.m., Hodges approached Bowyer and Hardgrove. She appeared to be speaking to them while waving her arms. 6:10 and 52 seconds p.m., Bowyer, now with both hands cuffed behind his back, turned over his right shoulder and appeared to speak to Hardgrove. 6:11 and 4 seconds p.m., Hardgrove walked Bowyer past Hodges toward the FWC vehicle. Bowyer did not appear to pull away or jerk while they walked back to the FWC truck. 6:11 and 27 seconds p.m., Bowyer and Hardgrove stop at the driver's side door of the FWC truck. Hardgrove opened the driver's side door and stood there with Bowyer for approximately 20 seconds. 6:11 and 50 seconds p.m., Hardgrove walked Bowyer behind the back of the FWC vehicle, opened the rear passenger side door, placed Bowyer into the vehicle, shut the door, then got in the driver's side of the FWC vehicle. 6:13 and 52 seconds p.m., Hardgrove drove away from the marina and out of view of the security cameras. Synopsis of body camera footage. Hardgrove's body-worn camera footage from Bowyer's arrest on August 23, 2019,4 was obtained and reviewed. See Exhibit 3. Hardgrove's body-worn camera captures both video and audio. A summary of the arrest from Hardgrove's body-worn camera is as follows. The following times are approximations based on the timestamps included on the body-worn camera footage. The below is a summary of Bowyer's arrest and does not detail the entirety of Hardgrove's body-worn camera footage. 6:03 and 3 seconds p.m., Hardgrove activated his body-worn camera while standing in the parking lot of Jug Creek Marina. Hardgrove then approached Bowyer as he fueled his vessel and said they needed to talk when Bowyer finished. 6:06 and 13 seconds p.m., Bowyer walked inside Jug Creek Marina. He returned approximately 40 seconds later and walked toward Hardgrove. 6:07 and 10 seconds p.m., Hardgrove told Bowyer, Tuesday night, 9:30, you were driving that vehicle down Stringfellow Road. Bowyer denied that he was driving. Hardgrove instructed Bowyer to turn with his hands behind his back. Bowyer again denied that he was driving, stretched out his arms, and stepped backwards while facing Hardgrove. Hardgrove instructed Bowyer to turn. Bowyer continued to deny that he was driving and stated that it was Hodges and Hawkins in the vehicle. 6 hours 7 minutes and 14 seconds, Hardgrove again instructed Bowyer to turn around and took hold of Bowyer's left wrist with his left hand. Bowyer then turned around. Hardgrove reached for Bowyer's right wrist with his right hand. Bowyer, with his right hand, pointed toward the dark-colored truck in the marina parking lot and said to Hodges, he's trying to say I was driving that FG truck. Bowyer turned over his left shoulder toward Hardgrove and stated, it was her. Hardgrove, who still held Bowyer's left wrist with his left hand, took hold of Bowyer's shirt between his shoulder blades with his right hand. Hardgrove stated, don't pull away from me. Hardgrove then took hold of Bowyer's right wrist with his right hand. Hodges approached Bowyer and Hardgrove and stated, it was me. 6 hours 7 minutes and 35 seconds, Hardgrove stated to Bowyer, you know it was you. He then removed handcuffs from his belt and placed them on Bowyer's wrists. 6 hours 7 minutes and 39 seconds, Hardgrove took Bowyer's right upper arm with his left hand and began to walk Bowyer toward his FWC vehicle. Bowyer turned over his right shoulder toward Hardgrove and stated, it was not me. I'm telling you. Hodges stated to Hardgrove, it was me. I can prove it. Hardgrove stated to Bowyer, you keep pulling away, you can go down or get tossed. That's up to you. If you want to get tossed or dropped on your face, that's fine. Hodges repeatedly asked Hardgrove to go inside the marina and review the security footage from the night he alleged Bowyer was driving. Bowyer again denied that he was driving. 6:08 and 2 seconds p.m., Hardgrove and Bowyer arrived to the driver's side door of Hardgrove's FWC vehicle. Hardgrove stated to Bowyer, you know it was you. Hardgrove stood Bowyer by the rear driver's side door of his FWC vehicle. Hardgrove then radioed to dispatch and asked for emergency traffic. 5 Hardgrove opened the driver's side door of his FWC vehicle and placed his keys on the seat. 6 hours 8 minutes and 16 seconds p.m., Hardgrove walked Bowyer around the back of the FWC vehicle as Bowyer asked, how come you can say it was me when you didn't stop the vehicle? Hardgrove responded, I know it was you. Bowyer continued to deny that he was driving. 6:08 and 56 seconds p.m., Hardgrove placed Bowyer into the back passenger seat of the FWC vehicle. Bowyer told Hardgrove, you need to go look at the cameras. Hardgrove responded, I don't need to. I pulled up right next to you. Bowyer continued to deny that he was driving and Hardgrove repeated that Bowyer knew it was him driving. 6:09 and 52 seconds p.m., Hardgrove began to back the truck out of the marina, then pulled forward to take note of something in the parking lot. Bowyer, from the back seat, told Hardgrove, you're doing something that's totally FG illegal. Hardgrove then notified dispatch that his request for emergency traffic could be cleared. He informed dispatch that he was transporting Bowyer to the Lee County Jail and added, be advised I have a verbally combative subject. Bowyer asked Hardgrove why he did not arrest him when he claimed to have seen Bowyer driving. Hardgrove responded, cause you saw I was on my way to another call. 6:12 and 13 seconds p.m., Hardgrove turned off his body-worn camera while he transported Bowyer to Lee County Jail. Automatic Vehicle Locator, AVL, data. FWC law enforcement vehicles are equipped with Automatic Vehicle Locator, AVL, which automatically tracks and transmits the geographic location of a vehicle. Hardgrove's AVL data showed that Hardgrove spent approximately 3 hours and 40 minutes at or near Jug Creek Marina between July 6, 2019 through September 18, 2019. See Exhibit 26 and Appendix A. During this time period, he visited the marina approximately 7 times after 9 p.m., while the marina was closed, including the night he alleged to have seen Bowyer knowingly driving with a suspended driver's license. On July 26, 2019, Hardgrove arrived to Jug Creek Marina at 8:10 p.m., after the marina was closed, and left approximately an hour and 8 minutes later at 9:18 p.m. Hardgrove did not issue any citations or warnings during this time. On July 27, 2019, Hardgrove arrived to Jug Creek Marina at approximately 9:44 p.m., again after the marina was closed, and left 30 minutes later at approximately 10:14 p.m. No citations or warnings were issued. On August 19, 2019, the night Hardgrove alleged he saw Bowyer driving, Hardgrove was parked at Jug Creek Marina between 9:26 p.m. and approximately 9:31 p.m. After Hardgrove arrested Bowyer, he visited Jug Creek Marina 8 times between August 24 and September 18, 2019. No citations or warnings were issued during these visits. Subject interview. Officer Robert Hardgrove testified that on August 19, 2019, while on road patrol, he drove out to Jug Creek Marina. See Exhibits 45 and 46 for Hardgrove's full testimony. Hardgrove testified that it is a normal part of his daily duties to check on Jug Creek's fish house because criminal activity occurs frequently at the fish house. When he arrived at the marina, Hardgrove parked his FWC-assigned vehicle just outside of the entrance to the marina and walked along the perimeter of the property. After a couple minutes, Hardgrove heard some noises coming from the parking area of the marina. He then saw a blue pickup truck exiting the marina. This vehicle was known to Hardgrove to be typically driven by Bowyer. When he saw the vehicle leave, Hardgrove went back to his FWC vehicle, turned the truck around, then followed the blue pickup truck down the road. According to Hardgrove, when he caught back up to the vehicle approximately 2 to 3 minutes later, it was driving south on Stringfellow Road. Hardgrove testified that since he knew Bowyer typically drove the vehicle and had a suspended driver's license, Hardgrove was looking for a reason to stop it, whether it be a tag light out, swerving, anything to that effect. At this point, another FWC officer requested assistance over the radio. Hardgrove testified that he determined it was more important to help a fellow officer than to deal with a nonviolent misdemeanor. Hardgrove pulled up alongside the blue pickup truck to pass it and continue on his way to assist the other FWC officer. He testified his passenger side window was lowered as was the driver's side window of the blue truck. Hardgrove testified that he looked over and Bowyer looked right at me from the driver's seat of the blue truck. Hardgrove thought to himself, "All right, gotcha," then activated his emergency lights and drove away to assist the other FWC officer. He did not observe the vehicle make any other traffic violations. Hardgrove later testified that he saw other people in the vehicle with Bowyer, but he did not see their faces. Hardgrove did not have any further contact with Bowyer on August 19. Hardgrove testified he is certain that he saw Bowyer driving on August 19, 2019. When asked about the security camera footage and witness testimonies, Hardgrove stated, "They have friends all down that area. That entire community, they're all related one way or another. He could have easily gotten in that vehicle. He knows for a fact that I'm down there on a daily basis, think it's reasonable to believe that he did not drive into the fish house or out of it because he knows it's a hot area for me. As far as him driving, he was driving at that point in time when Hardgrove alleged he saw him. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. When again reminded that numerous witnesses provided sworn testimony that Bowyer was not at the marina or driving the pickup truck on August 19, 2019, Hardgrove stated, "All the meth heads. Yeah. That's typical of them. They all stick together." Hardgrove stated that all of the witnesses lied in their testimony and suggested that Bowyer could have been waiting for Hodges and Hawkins on the road outside of the marina, or that he had been hiding in the bed of the pickup truck out of view of the security cameras, then switched places with Hodges after they had driven away from the marina. Hardgrove acknowledged that Hodges and Hawkins drove by Hardgrove's FWC vehicle on their way out of the marina. He was asked why Hodges would switch places with Bowyer and have him drive the approximately 5 to 7 minutes back to their friend's house knowing that there was law enforcement present in the area. Hardgrove replied, "I agree, to a normal person that wouldn't make sense. You're dealing with meth users here. Sometimes methamphetamine clouds your brain." Hardgrove stated that he has dealt with Bowyer and Hodges approximately hundreds of times and acknowledged that they do not resemble each other at all. Hardgrove testified that he did not include any information in his ISR about seeing the blue pickup truck leave the marina and his decision to return to his FWC vehicle and follow the pickup truck down the road in an attempt to observe a traffic violation, because he did not believe it was relevant because he didn't have any reason to stop him at that point. The next time Hardgrove returned on shift was August 23, 2019, so he returned to Jug Creek Marina to arrest Bowyer for knowingly driving with a suspended driver's license on August 19. When he arrived at the marina, he approached Bowyer as he was fueling his vessel. Hardgrove waited outside as Bowyer walked inside the marina to pay for his fuel. When Bowyer returned outside, Hardgrove told Bowyer that he was under arrest for knowingly driving with a suspended driver's license. According to Hardgrove, when he told Bowyer he was under arrest, Bowyer immediately pulled his hands away. When Hardgrove reached for his hands again, Bowyer pulled away slightly again. Hardgrove withdrew his taser and pointed it toward the ground. According to Hardgrove, Bowyer semi-complied and Hardgrove was able to put handcuffs on Bowyer and walk him back to his FWC vehicle. Hardgrove added that while he did this, Bowyer was still trying to maneuver and pull away slightly. Hodges followed behind them and yelled at Hardgrove throughout the arrest. Hardgrove placed Bowyer in the back of his patrol vehicle and transported Bowyer to the Lee County Jail. While transporting Bowyer to the jail, Hardgrove stopped to loosen Bowyer's handcuffs at Bowyer's request. Hardgrove was read his synopsis of his ISR, in which he described Bowyer's arrest and wrote that Bowyer twice forcefully pulled away from Hardgrove's grasp before Hardgrove withdrew his taser and advised that Bowyer would be tossed if he continued resisting arrest. The body camera footage and surveillance footage of the arrest was played multiple times during the interview, and Hardgrove was asked to show when Bowyer forcefully pulled away from Hardgrove's grasp. Hardgrove maintained that Bowyer outstretching his arms and stepping backwards while saying that he had not been driving constituted resisting arrest, and stated, "He goes to pull away." After watching the body camera and surveillance video numerous times, Hardgrove testified, "I stand by what I said there." He added, "I go to reach, and he pulls right away." When pointed out that Hardgrove did not advise Bowyer that he would be tossed if he continued resisting arrest before Bowyer was placed in handcuffs, as Hardgrove wrote in his ISR, Hardgrove initially stated, "I guess it's all in how you read it." After again being read his statement directly from his ISR and again watching the body camera footage from the arrest, Hardgrove acknowledged that his sequence of events was off. Hardgrove acknowledged that he has asked Bowyer to provide information regarding illegal activity of other commercial fishermen. According to Hardgrove, Bowyer agreed to provide him with information. When asked what information Bowyer provided, Hardgrove responded, "Nothing that we were able to use." Hardgrove testified he gave Bowyer his personal cell phone number rather than his FWC assigned cell phone number because at the time FWC cell phones were not able to receive text or picture messages. Hardgrove did not recall when Bowyer agreed to provide him with information but stated it was during an arrest and FWC officer Scott Thompson was present. 6 Hardgrove denied Bowyer's allegation that his August 23, 2019 arrest was in retaliation for Bowyer refusing to be Hardgrove's informant. Hardgrove testified that he heard that someone from Naples, Florida was considering buying the Jug Creek Marina to officially reopen the fish house. He, however, denied knowing that the prospective buyer wanted Bowyer to manage the reopened fish house. 6 According to Bowyer's arrest history, this may have occurred May 9, 2018, but Hardgrove could not confirm this with. Summary. In conclusion, Officer Robert Hardgrove provided in his probable cause affidavit and incident report number #ISR 71724 that he clearly saw and positively identified John Bowyer driving on August 19, 2019, for which he arrested and charged Bowyer with DWLSRW/knowledge on August 23, 2019. He additionally testified that he is positive Bowyer was driving the vehicle and he could not have mistaken Hodges for Bowyer. Jug Creek Marina security footage and numerous witness statements contradict Hardgrove's allegation that Bowyer was driving on August 19, 2019. Hardgrove testified that he believed the witnesses are all methamphetamine users that lied to protect Bowyer. He acknowledged that Bowyer did not appear to be driving into or out of the marina. However, he stated Bowyer could have been waiting on the roadway outside of the marina or hiding from the security cameras in the vehicle or in the bed of the truck. Hardgrove suggested that Bowyer may have then switched places with Hodges after they left the marina parking lot and began driving once out of view of the security cameras. According to security camera footage, Hardgrove left the marina fewer than 10 seconds after Hodges and Hawkins. It is unclear how Hodges could have stopped the vehicle and switched drivers with Bowyer in this time without Hardgrove seeing the vehicle stopped. 5 witnesses also testified and provided sworn affidavits saying that Bowyer remained at McDougal's home while Hodges and Hawkins went to the marina to pick up building materials. This is corroborated by the security camera footage from the marina that shows only Hodges and Hawkins entering and exiting the vehicle while Hawkins loaded building materials into the bed of the pickup truck. Additionally, Hardgrove did not include in his ISR that he was parked at Jug Creek Marina on August 19, 2019, and observed the vehicle leave the marina or that he subsequently followed the pickup truck out of the marina and down Stringfellow Road. Hardgrove testified that he did not include this information because he did not believe it was relevant. Further, Hardgrove stated in ISR #ISR 71724 that while attempting to arrest Bowyer on August 23, 2019, Bowyer twice forcefully pulled away from Hardgrove's grip. Hardgrove wrote that after Bowyer forcefully pulled away twice, Hardgrove drew his taser and advised Bowyer that if he kept resisting arrest that he would be tossed. Hardgrove wrote that after this, Bowyer complied and allowed himself to be handcuffed. Hardgrove also wrote that Bowyer attempted to pull away a third time after he was handcuffed and being walked back to Hardgrove's patrol vehicle. These statements are not supported by the body camera or security footage obtained. Though Bowyer does outstretch his arms and slowly step backwards away from Hardgrove, the footage did not show Bowyer twice forcefully pull away from Hardgrove's grip or attempt to pull away while walking back to Hardgrove's patrol vehicle. From the footage it appears that once Hardgrove gripped Bowyer's left wrist, Bowyer did not break contact. After Hardgrove grasped Bowyer's left wrist, Bowyer did turn over his left shoulder while telling Hardgrove that he was not driving the vehicle on August 19. Hardgrove testified that this constituted Bowyer forcefully pulling away as was written in his ISR. After watching the body camera footage, Hardgrove testified that when he reached to grasp Bowyer's wrist the first time he immediately pulled his hands away and the second time he pulled away slightly again. Further, though Hardgrove did draw his taser from its holster, he did not advise Bowyer that if he kept resisting arrest that he would be tossed before Bowyer was placed in handcuffs. When shown the security camera footage and body camera footage of the arrest, Hardgrove maintained that his depiction of the arrest was accurate, though acknowledged that his sequence of events was off with regards to when he informed Bowyer that he could be tossed. Hardgrove testified that as he reached forward to place Bowyer in handcuffs, Bowyer pulls right away, and this was sufficient to charge Bowyer with resisting arrest without violence. This investigation did not seek to determine whether Bowyer's actions met the legal burden of resisting arrest without violence. This investigation was concerned with whether Hardgrove's written depiction of Bowyer's arrest is supported by body camera and security camera footage. Based on review of the footage, Hardgrove's written account of the incident, and Hardgrove's testimony, it does not appear that Bowyer's actions can accurately be described as forcefully pulled away. Though both the DWLSR and resisting arrest charges against Bowyer were dismissed by the SAU, Bowyer spent approximately 56 days in the Lee County Jail subsequent to this arrest by Hardgrove because this arrest, though unlawful, constituted a violation of Bowyer's probation. Based on the foregoing, a preponderance of the evidence supports the allegation that FWC officer Robert Hardgrove did provide multiple false or misleading statements in official documents in support of an unlawful arrest. Additional finding 1. The additional finding that DLE officer Robert Hardgrove's arrest of John Bowyer was unlawful is sustained. This finding is based on the following. Officer Robert Hardgrove testified that at the time of Bowyer's arrest, he was unaware that Section 901.15 FS requires a warrant be obtained for the arrest of a misdemeanor violation when that arrest is not made immediately upon observation of the misdemeanor or in fresh pursuit or with a statutory exception. Hardgrove testified that this was not the way we did things while he was a Charlotte County Sheriff's CCSO deputy. See Exhibits 45 and 46 for Hardgrove's full testimony. He added that he was not trained by CCSO or FWC to obtain a warrant prior to a misdemeanor arrest that was not made immediately or in fresh pursuit. Hardgrove's attorney, Tim Culhane, stated that case law exists which allows for warrantless arrest of an individual up to 2 weeks after they are observed driving with a suspended license. Hardgrove added, "We also have a policy with FWC for like misdemeanor cases similar to this, that when we have DVS domestic violence that we're supposed to go arrest them or hand them a notice to appear even if they're not even present during this thing." 8 Hardgrove. 7 Hardgrove's arrest of Bowyer on August 23, 2019 for DWLSR was unlawful because without a warrant for a misdemeanor offense 3 days after the violation allegedly occurred and not immediately upon observation of the offense or in fresh pursuit in violation of Section 901.15 FS, see additional finding 1. 8 Battery and violation of a protective order are statutory exception to Section 901.15 FS. Reiterated that he was not trained to be aware the statute which describes when warrantless arrests are allowed, but he knows better now. He added that though he arrested people many times without a warrant while employed with CCSO, he does not think he has arrested anyone else in this manner while employed with FWC, because typically we don't deal with suspended driver's licenses. In summary, Hardgrove allegedly observed Bowyer knowingly driving with a suspended driver's license on August 19, 2019. He arrested Bowyer for this second-degree misdemeanor offense on August 23, 2019. Section 901.15 FS states misdemeanor arrests may only be made immediately in the officer's presence, in fresh pursuit, with a warrant, or under certain exceptions. Culhane provided State v. Pugh, Moody v. State, and State v. Leyva and alleged these cases support that warrantless arrest for DWLSR is acceptable up to 2 weeks after the violation is observed. The cases Culhane provided do not appear to support an exception to Section 901.15 FS in this case. In each of the cases provided by Culhane, the subject was arrested immediately upon the observed violation. In this case, Hardgrove returned without a warrant to arrest Bowyer multiple days after he allegedly observed him knowingly driving with a suspended driver's license. No statutory exception to Section 901.15 FS appears applicable. By Hardgrove's testimony, he was unaware that Section 901.15 FS required he obtain a warrant prior to a misdemeanor arrest. Therefore, a preponderance of the evidence supports the allegation that Hardgrove unlawfully arrested Bowyer on August 23, 2019. Additional finding 2. The additional finding that DLE Officer Robert Hardgrove unnecessarily radioed for emergency traffic is sustained. This finding is based on the following. Officer Robert Hardgrove testified that he requested emergency traffic during Bowyer's arrest because Hodges was shouting at him and he was unsure how many people were at the marina. See Exhibits 45 and 46 for Hardgrove's full testimony. When asked why he went alone to arrest Bowyer, Hardgrove stated that he was the only officer in the area and it was a nonviolent misdemeanor arrest. He added that he has arrested Bowyer before, and Bowyer did not resist, so he assumed Bowyer is not going to resist on a nonviolent misdemeanor. Hardgrove additionally testified that FWC does not typically have a lot of backup available to us. General Order, Go, 26, H, 1, states, 10-33 traffic designates emergency radio traffic. 10-33 traffic should be reserved for the highest level of incidents, E.G. officer down, police hostage, officer involved in shooting, etc. Emphasis included. Further, it specifies the 10-33 traffic shall be cleared, or reduced in urgency, as soon as the immediate danger has passed. At the time Hardgrove radioed for emergency traffic, Bowyer was handcuffed and appeared compliant. Though Hodges was in the marina parking lot shouting that the arrest was unlawful, she did not appear to be interfering in Bowyer's arrest. After Hardgrove requested emergency traffic, Bowyer was walked around the back of Hardgrove's patrol vehicle and placed in the back seat without incident. Hardgrove then returned to the driver's seat of his vehicle and took notes in his notepad before he cleared the requested call for emergency traffic. Hardgrove testified that he requested emergency traffic because Hodges was shouting at him and he was unsure how many people were at the marina. Other than shouting that Hardgrove's arrest of Bowyer was unlawful, Hodges did not appear to closely approach Hardgrove's patrol vehicle or otherwise attempt to interfere in the arrest. No other people were observed at the marina on the body camera footage or security footage during the arrest. Given that Go 26 specifies that 10-33 should be reserved for the highest level of incidents, it does not appear that it was appropriate in this instance. Requesting emergency traffic in non-emergency situations has the potential for significant public and officer safety concerns due to the emergent nature of the call. Go 26 provides multiple other urgent radio traffic codes that appear could have been more appropriate in this situation, if necessary at all. Based on the above, the additional finding that Officer Robert Hardgrove unnecessarily requested emergency traffic is sustained. Additional concern. Go 02-1-1 provides that enforcement of traffic violations is not a primary area of enforcement for the sworn member of the Division of Law Enforcement. Further, Go 02-K2 provides that sworn members should consider the seriousness of the violation, and the number and types of previous suspensions/revocations in determining whether a custodial arrest is appropriate. And Go 02-K3 provides that sworn members will assist any such person driving with a suspended or revoked driver's license in obtaining alternate transportation from the scene or locating a properly licensed driver to assume control of the motor vehicle. In this case, Bowyer was arrested and charged with first offense DWLSR with knowledge, a second-degree misdemeanor. The arrest occurred multiple days after the violation was allegedly observed and in violation of Section 901.15 FS. Though Hardgrove exercised his afforded discretion in determining to arrest Bowyer for DWLSR with knowledge, it does not appear that this arrest is in compliance with the spirit of the above-quoted general orders and therefore raises concerns of whether this arrest was necessary.
Recording.
How's it going, John? Once you're done filling up there, I need to talk to you. I'll talk to you, man, when you're done. Come on over here. On Tuesday night, 9:30, you were driving that vehicle down Stringfellow Road. Alright, so go ahead and turn around, put your hands on your back.
I was not driving that truck.
Turn your hands around.
That was Michelle and Crismo.
Turn your hands around. Turn your hands around. Put your hands on your back.
He's trying to say I was driving that fucking truck the other night.
No, sir.
Yeah, it was her.
Don't pull away from me! Back off!
I can pull the cameras up and see that it was me and Chris, not him.
No, he ain't gonna listen to you. He's gonna put me in fucking jail.
You're kidding me. You're
You know it
fucking
was you.
kidding me. Now
No,
it's
it was not me.
You have got to be fucking kidding me.
Call Scotty right fucking now.
Let's go.
It was not me. I'm
It was
telling
not
you.
me.
You keep
Why
pulling
don't
away,
you
you're
look
gonna
at
end up getting tased.
Sir, I can.
That's up to you. You want to get tased or dropped on your face, that's fine.
Will you listen to me,
No,
sir?
back
I will
off.
show you with the cameras. He was
Look at the
not
cameras.
driving. How can you do this? This is so illegal. You fucking motherfucker.
Yep. You want to tase me? Go ahead, because it was not me.
It was you.
No, it was not.
Keep walking.
I have cameras. Hardgrove.
Get Scotty on the phone right goddamn now.
I am.
74 left for Mars. Give me traffic.
I've had enough of your bullshit.
7411, do you need 1032 traffic?
Step 4.
Make shit up on goddamn time.
Get him on the phone now.
Traffic 1508. Hey, give me 1 second.
You say it was me? How can you say it was me when you didn't stop the goddamn vehicle? Huh?
What's that?
How come you can say it was me when you didn't stop the vehicle?
I know it was you.
No, it was not me.
Hop in.
Let me tell you something. I ain't
Back off. Back off.
Listen to me.
She's gonna end up in handcuffs. You don't tell her to back off. She got one more chance to back off.
Just get a hold of Scotty. You need to go look at the cameras.
I don't have to. I pulled up right next to you.
Yeah, she was driving.
7411 for Mars.
7411.
White male John Boyer, 1015 this time for DW also.
You son of a bitch, it was not me.
10-4, 10-15, 18.
I cannot believe you're doing this shit.
You know you were driving.
I was not driving that truck. I got fucking witnesses.
You were driving that
I
truck.
wasn't even in the goddamn truck.
Yeah, you were.
No, I was not.
Yeah, actually, no, I want to take pictures.
You're doing something that's totally fucking illegal right now. Totally
Mars
illegal.
7410. Okay. This is 10-4, sir. Just making sure you're 1039 with 1032 traffic for 7411. Reference to signal 14, subject 1015. Reference GWLS, sir.
10-4. Everybody should be off the radio.
Jim.
You think you're really doing something now? Yeah, you are. You violating my motherfucking probation.
No, I'm just enforcing the law,
No,
John.
you're not enforcing shit because I wasn't in that goddamn truck.
Yeah, you were.
No, I was not. I was at Robin's building a goddamn addition on her house. They come down to get 2 sheets of plywood. If you fucking wouldn't be a goddamn sneak through the goddamn bushes all the time, you gotta know that.
74 love for Mars.
I ain't drove that fucking vehicle.
Say, what about it?
That took my fucking license.
You can clear 1033 traffic. I'll be 51 to Lee County Jail. Just advise them I got a verbally combative subject.
10-4, can all units stand down over 51?
How can you arrest me from you? Why didn't you fucking get me then?
Because you saw I was on my way.
1032 traffic's cleared.
Why?
Because you saw I was on my way to another call.
Yeah. You're right. I got news for you, Bubba. That wasn't me.
Yeah.
We
Okay.
got cameras to prove it.
Okay.
Huh?
Okay.
Well, you're supposed to say what you want to. I know better. You fucking think you're gonna do, buddy.
I also need another officer to meet me at the Lee County Jail. References injured Cooper tortoise.
10-4. 4 Mars 10-463.
Hey Sheriff County, this is Sheriff County COPWATCH. I am using any video here with under fair use if you have criticism, reporting, teaching, etc. And please donate. I do not make money from YouTube, and there are different ways to donate in the video links. Thanks.